Hey buddy, it's Crazy4 and welcome back to some more Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS. In the last one, we, of course, went through classic mode with Zero Suit Samus. Yes, Samus out of her suit, out of her main armor. So very interesting to see her as her own character now, as as Zero Suit Samus. It's pretty cool, right? No more kind of two-in-one character like it was back in Brawl. In this episode, however, we're going to be continuing on to the third row of characters now by going through the first one, Pit, the protagonist of the Kid Icarus franchise. This is going to be a pretty interesting episode, to say the least. So, let's check out his palette swaps real quick. So, of course, we have the classic white robe, standard Pit outfit. We have a yellow outfit, which I assume, again, is a Smash original, I think. There may be some reference that I don't know of, but from what I can tell, the Smash original. We have a red one, which resembles his Cheaton, after obtaining the gold arrow and reaching level 4 strength in the original Kid Icarus. We have a green outfit, which resembles his Cheaton. Is it Cheaton? I think let's say Cheaton. It resembles his Cheaton after obtaining the bronze arrow and reaching level 2 strength in Kid Icarus. We have a blue outfit, which resembles the Cheaton after obtaining the Sacred Arrow and reaching level 5 strength in Kid Icarus. We have a black outfit, which is referred to as a Fallen Angel on the Brawl Dojo. Unlike in Brawl, Pit retains his white wings and regains a purple scarf, likely to better differentiate him from Dark Pit. We have a Cyan, which resembles his Cheaton after obtaining the Silver Arrow and reaching strength level 3 in Kid Icarus. And a pink one, which is assumed to be a Smash original. So, also known as Fab Pit, as my boy Conrad used to say. Good times, good times. Let's get into it. Classic 7.5 with Pit. Yeah, I mean, Pit is a character that, let's go Mario. I haven't fought many Mario characters yet. Yeah, Pit I don't play a huge amount. He's fun. I actually do enjoy Pit quite a bit. Both Pit and Dark Pit are very good characters. We'll get into Dark Pit later, obviously. But yeah, Pit, very fun. I like him a lot. He was very, very enjoyable in Brawl. I know Jeff was a big fan of him. He changed a little bit since then. Not like a huge amount, I don't believe. The only thing that really changed about him, that's crazy. The only thing that really changed about him, I feel, is his up special. Actually, kind of like almost everything, now that I think about it. Up special, side special, and down special all changed to a pretty drastic degree, and we'll get into them in just a moment, actually, basically in this match. Well, maybe not in this match, but we'll see. We obviously have to start with his neutral special, in which his neutral special is, of course, the classic. It's the Palutena bow, in which he has a bow and arrow. Yes, he can charge it up, just like other characters with the bow, but this one actually has a time limit. He can only charge for a certain amount of time before having to let it go. He shoots at this blue-white arrow from his bow, from a Palutena bow, and he has a lot of range with it, a lot of range, as on top of that, a lot of mobility. As you can see, he can kind of shoot it upwards, downwards, he can angle it left and right, he can angle it up if he wants to. I don't think he can angle it down though, no, that's like the only downside. But he can also like kind of swerve with it too. He's got a lot with it, as you can see. So he can really do a lot. Dr. Mario, there's no shot you're reflecting all of those. Freaking CPUs, man, I'm telling you. Yeah, so he, again, it's the same as it was back in Brawl. I think back in Brawl, it might have had a little bit more mobility to it. I think you could like do a little bit crazier stuff with it back in Brawl. Maybe I'm mistaken about that. But that's what I remember. But yeah, so yeah. The arrow, the Palutena's bow arrow has a lot to it. You can use it for a lot of stuff. You can, again, this might be only a thing in Brawl, but I remember being able to you can make like a full rotation with the arrow. Yeah, I think it used to stay out longer than it does nowadays. But yeah, good move nonetheless. Very solid. Now for his side special, may as well get into it since we're here. We have his, well, we can do this. Final Smash. No shot he's avoiding all of this. I was about to say, thank goodness he grabbed Corrin for a second. But his side special, we showed it off a little bit in that match. That one is called the upper dash arm. Yeah, his old flurry attack that he used to be able to spam is not here anymore. Now it's transformed to the upper dash arm, which is a thing he can actually use in Kid Icarus Uprising, the game that came out prior to this game. But yeah, he basically just does a forward dashing uppercut when he hits the opponent. In the air, he does the exact same thing, except on the ground when he does it, he kind of just like goes forward a little bit and then stops. While when used in the air, however, he does the same thing but has a little bit of mobility after using it. He can actually like kind of do stuff and move around a little bit. So it's pretty good. Pretty good to move, very strong. I'm pretty sure it also has a little bit of what's it called? A little bit of super armor to it. So yeah, use that to your advantage if you can, because it's gonna be very useful. How did he? That was like immediate. This is a very good move though. It's pretty strong. Knocks the opponent upwards a little bit. Not that bad of a move at all. Let's have some fun. You're lying to me. Okay, fine. I have to waste it because the son of a gun hit me off stage. Okay. But yeah, I mean that's basically about it as far as I'm concerned. Oh, you're joking. Oh gosh, what is a boy to do? No shot, he hit me. I should have been able. Oh, it's so stupid. And I guess one thing I can quickly mention about the upper dash arm is that I can actually reflect projectiles at a certain angle. It's like a 50-degree angle from what the website is saying. So yeah, so it's a move that pretty good power, has good killing potential. Can uppercut, can be used as a recovery, and can reflect. So there's a lot of uses to this move. Very solid move. It's not as like stupid and spammy as his old side B used to be, but it's still honestly, in terms of like general usage, it is, I feel like, a better move than what he used to have. Let's go Zelda, why not? I don't remember fighting many Zelda characters. So let's fight against Metal Ganondorf. Okay, fine, we'll go for that. And we saw his up B a little bit. It's the Power of Flight. I think it used to also be called the Power of Flight. This time it's a lot different. Back in Brawl, he basically would not charge up, but he would go into his flight mode, and he would have a lot of like, I mean, I hate that I have to use this move again, but a lot of mobility to it. He can kind of move around very freely, actually. If used on the ground, he would gain a lot more height than as opposed to like use it in the air. In this game, however, his up B is a lot more quick and sudden. As you can see, if we use it, he just goes straight up. It's like a giant boost that he gets, whether it be vertical or more horizontally. That's kind of like the main two ways you can use the move. So yeah, it changed a lot. It has a lot, I think it has a lot more height than it used to back in Brawl. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I'm trying to compare it to like the grounded form of his old up B, because I can't really remember if it's better or if it's worse. You stupid, get out of here. No shot. Oh, that kills. Let's go. Okay, but yeah, that's kind of how the Power of Flight works. It's pretty simple. It's a short kind of duration when it comes out, only with a max duration of 2.42 seconds. But it also has like a little bit of intangibility. So when used on the ground or in the air, a very minor bit of intangibility, not much, but a little bit. Also, obviously, does no damage. It's just a move that he uses for recovery. But yeah, it's a huge difference from what he'd had back in Brawl. And then his final special attack, which is the Guardian Orbitars, not his old shields like he used to have back in Brawl. This one is kind of similar to his shields. However, these Guardian Orbitars obviously don't do anything in terms of damage. They are just kind of there to kind of shield him from attacks. Yes, they can actually shield him from attacks, unlike some reflectors out there, while also being able to reflect projectiles. So yeah, see, I can like, see, they're like trying to hit me, but they just get pushed back, and they can't hit me for a certain amount of time. The Guardian Orbitars, however, can actually be broken. If you hit it enough, they can be broken, and he won't be able to use it again for like a sec, but then he like gains it back almost immediately. So it's like, yeah. He can drift while using them, even while they are broken, while in the air, of course. They have a minimum duration of 0.33 seconds and a max duration of 1.33 seconds. But yeah, so it's like, it's a very good move to just like kind of shield Pit to the left and right, so you can kind of like essentially shield almost any attack. I'm pretty sure even a Warlock punch gets blocked by the Guardian Orbitars, as long as you like time it well and you don't have them break like at the worst possible time or whatever. But yeah, so they're very, very good. It's a very, very strong shield that Pit has in his arsenal. Again, that is also able to reflect projectiles, so, you know, he's got a lot to it. Definitely a big step up from what he had back in Brawl. Definitely. I feel like, in general, he's just a lot better with his upgraded moveset. The final smash, as you saw, was also very upgraded, very, very different from what it used to be. That's a huge, huge upgrade, I personally feel. But yeah, so bow and arrow, I feel like basically the same. Might have gotten a little bit of a nerf. I don't think it's as busted as it was back in Brawl. His side B, I feel like, is generally a bit better than what it used to be. His up B can be up for the bait. I like both versions of his up B a lot. It's kind of dependent on your playstyle and what you just generally prefer. Both have their usage, I feel. Definitely both have their usage. And in his down B, huge, huge upgrade in this game. Huge upgrade. So, oh, that can be blocked. Okay, right. You can't naturally block that. You have to dodge it. I forgot. I'm stupid now. All of a sudden, I forgot how Master Core works. Oh, we don't like that. But yeah. So I could talk a little bit about his final smash, the 3 Sacred Treasures. But we'll just wait until training mode, and then we'll like get a really good kind of view of the final smash, of how it works and what has changed. Obviously, you know, it changed a lot. It used to be like, what is it, like Guardian Palutena, or like Palutenia's Guards or something. I forget the name of it. Yeah, Palutena used to just like spawn in the background, and then she would summon some like some Guardians for him. And they would just like latch onto opponents and just like attack them, just kind of like dive into them. Oh gosh. Oh, we're fine. That's good. Bam, bam. I was gonna try to reflect them, but didn't want to risk it. Doon, and bam. There we go. Nice. Master Edges are down. But yeah, so, you know, I do like Pit a lot. Pit's a great character. I remember like in the early days of Smash Ultimate when I was like, oh, I'm gonna have him as one of my mains, it's gonna be great. And I did main him for like a decent amount of time, but then I kind of just like scared on over to like other characters. Oh, nice, I did a spike. He's got a bit of a weak spike though, which kind of sucks, but he does have a spike, which is really good. So, you know, that's at least something you can use with him. I'm trying to snipe. I didn't up B. I promise you I did not up B there. Oh, you son of a gun. Excuse me? Am I... Okay, you get out of here. Get out of here. I'm sick and tired of your horse crap. Okay, there we go. We're done with it. We're done with that. That was a very good run through, though. Pit had a very, very swell time, I feel, you know? I thought the, that match with Little Mac and Dr. Mario was gonna be a problem, but apparently it wasn't, you know? Dr. Mario was a tiny bit of an issue, that's for sure, but it wasn't terrible. Can I actually kill with the upper dash? Let me try it. I feel like I can. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, yeah. Look at that vertical, knockback. There we are. Nice, nice, nice. Good job, Pit. That was actually a very enjoyable match, or run through. I like Pit a lot, you know, again. Different from what he was back in Brawl, but still the same good old-fashioned son of a gun that we know and love. Okay, time for credits. I feel like the Nair is probably going to be like the best bet for Pitts. The Nair, Pitts Nair has always been like a really, really good move. Just like that multi-hitting, spinning attack that just covers a lot of range. I like this move a lot. It's definitely going to be very helpful. I mean, not only is it helpful against opponents, but it's also going to be very helpful in these credits, that's for sure. That is for sure. Oh, look at that, it's Veridi from Kid Icarus Uprising. Have y'all ever played Kid Icarus Uprising? Because I have. I think I played through the game like twice. At this point, I need to replay it though. I really do. That game is so good. But yeah, let me know down in the comments if anyone watching, if y'all have ever played through Kid Icarus Uprising, or really any Kid Icarus game, but specifically Uprising for the 3DS, because that game is so good. It really is. Like, I really wish that we would get either that game ported to the Switch somehow, or just a new Kid Icarus game. I know it's not gonna happen, but you know, a guy can hope, right? A guy can hope. It was such a fun game. I really need to replay it. I had a blast with that game. It was so good. Hey, maybe I'll do it on the channel at some point. Who knows? I probably will. I mean, obviously not now, but at some point I definitely want to play it for y'all on the channel. That'd be really fun. Yeah, I'll figure out when, and then we'll have it happen. Might be a little bit though. I actually, before I do Uprising, I do kind of want to go through the first two Pit games first, the one on the NES, and of course the lesser known Game Boy Kid Icarus game of Myths and Monsters. Yes, there is a Game Boy Kid Icarus game for those who don't know. So that's pretty cool. I have that on the 3DS Virtual Console, so I'll probably play it on that. Same with the original Kid Icarus. I actually have the 3DS Classics version that the 3DS had on its eShop. They had like a whole line of like NES games that had like, they were kind of upgraded a good amount for like the 3DS Classics line, and they were just like a lot better than their original NES forms. So yeah, we'll do some Kid Icarus on the channel at some point, but for now, we'll get to it, alright? That's all I'm gonna say. We'll get to it. Oh, we got the swimming cap. How fantastic. Alright, let's head into training mode real quick, review his taunts, and of course, review his Final Smash. His Final Smash was really cool. I like his Final Smash a lot. It was fine back in Brawl, but like, his new one, a lot better, that's for sure. So, taunts real quick. So we got his up taunt. Nice, a classic. I think he used to say, "The fight is on." I also think he has a new voice actor. I'm pretty sure this one is different than what he had back in Brawl. Yeah, I'm pretty positive about that. There we got the side taunt. I forgot what he used to say though. I forgot what his old side taunt used to say. It's the same animation, but just like different voice lines. And his down taunt, exact same as it used to be, just like that little float. And let's go ahead and review his Final Smash again. So this is called the 3 Sacred Arrows, where he wields the 3 Sacred Arrows from Kid Icarus Uprising, or just in general from Kid Icarus, and performs an automatic assault by using the Arrow of Light and the Mirror Shield interchangeably for combat, while the Wings of Pegasus are used for hovering in mid-air. Yeah, so he just shoots out a bunch of projectiles. Some numerous small arrows, some large arrows that are homed in, you know, some green energy blasts, using the auto reticle, and then some like sky blue arrows, which cause the pillars to rain down in random locations. So yeah, that's basically it. It's a pretty cool Final Smash. Again, 95%. Excuse me? I actually did not know it had that much damage potential to it. Goodness me. Okay. Good job, Pit. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Now let's go ahead and check out his trophy, and then we'll end out today's episode. There it is, Pit. Pit is the captain of Palutena's Royal Guard. Despite the wings on his back, Pit needs the power of flight from Palutena in order to truly fly. In Smash Bros, he can still get more air than most, with 4 jumps and a special move that boosts him higher. He has a new Reflect move. It protects both sides. And they even talk about it as just much better than the Brawl version. So, yeah, pretty cool. That's Pit, and that is it for today. Thank you all so much for watching today's episode of Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS. In the next one, we're going to be heading through with another newcomer coming from the Kid Icarus series, Palutena, Goddess Palutena. So yeah, we're gonna see exactly how she performs. New character in the game and the franchise. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see how she is. Hopefully she's gonna be good. Not the biggest fan of Smash 4 Palutena, but we'll get into it next time. So yeah, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Social media, including the Twitch, second channel, music channel, VOD channel. Everything's down below in the description. Go check it out. And I'll see everyone next time. Pop-Tart out.